The Long Island Railroad needs Big Brother to bail itself out. It's time for another episode of Bells and Whistles. Hello everyone, Bill Wilson, Editor-in-Chief of Railway Track and Structures magazine, with a look at the top stories we were following the week ending December 18th. The Trump administration announced a total of just over $544 million in federal funding for 7 transit infrastructure projects in 7 states. Funding is provided through the FTA's Capital Investment Grants Program. The FTA has now advanced 41 new CIG projects over the last 4 years, totaling about $10.7 billion in funding commitments. One of the projects receiving funds is the much-talked-about double-track project in northwest Indiana. The project includes construction of 26.6 miles of new second track on the Northern Indiana Commuter Transportation District South Shore commuter rail line that runs between Gary and Michigan City. The U.S. DOT's Federal Railroad Administration published a final rule requiring 40 states and the District of Columbia to develop and implement highway rail grade crossing action plans to improve public safety. In addition, the rule requires 10 states that have already developed grade crossing action plans to update their plans and submit reports describing the actions they have taken to implement them. Each plan must identify crossings that have experienced at least one accident or incident in the previous 3 years, multiple accidents or incidents in the previous 5 years, or ones that are determined by the state to be at high risk for accidents or incidents. The state of Maryland will pay the companies behind the Purple Line project $100 million by December 31st as part of a $250 million settlement. The remaining payout will come from the state at a later date. The Maryland Board of Public Works approved the settlement earlier this week. Companies claimed delays in the Purple Line project have cost a total of $800 million, and Maryland says the settlement money will come from the state's transportation fund. The search for a new construction contractor continues. The settlement did not provide a deadline as to when the private concessionaire must have one in place. The Long Island Railroad has spending issues that relate to both time and money. According to a New York State audit, several infrastructure projects over the past decade or so have been over budget and slow to get completed. The audit looked at 11 projects from LIRR's capital programs covering a 10-year span from 2010 to 2019. 10 of those jobs were finished late, ranging from a few months to a few years, while 8 of the 11 projects ran over budget for a total cost overrun of almost $70 million. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority's Capital Construction and Development Agency has taken over the management of LIRR capital projects in order to speed capital project delivery and reduce costs. Well, that's a look at the top stories we were following the week ending December 18th. For the latest news, go to www.rtnds.com. You can also check us out on social media. We are on Facebook and Twitter. Bells and Whistles will take a 2-week vacation for the holidays. From everyone here at RTNS, happy holidays and have a great weekend.